Hello, folks. Anyone who's there at midday UK time on a Friday. How's it going? Alt. There we go. So I'm playing some more Factorio. Obviously. Of course I am. Let's see. And we're waiting till we've got 40 of these shiny rocks, I think. But there was something else we were going to do today, wasn't there? We were going to make some gun trains. I also put this little hazard area around the nuclear bit. Don't know why. It just looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Ronnie Alley, for hosting. Continuing Death Stranding at 1:30 on a day no one expected you to stream would be a great joke. I'm not going to do that, no. Right. So I put over here with some more of the hazard floor so I'd remember it. I made these artillery wagons. Right. So we're going to see how this works. First things first, we need this iron train back, don't we? So it'll be back here in a minute anyway. So let's just wait for it. And then we'll stop it. We will stop the train. Missed a little bit of floor there. How terrible. And then we need to disassemble the train. I still don't really know why I'm doing this. Alright, so we put it on manual. And we delete this locomotive. I'm going to have to move this over too. Or it's going to fill my gun train. Oh, shit. Well, that just spawned every single robot in the factory to come and take coal off me. Let's just try and put it down quickly. Okay. Where are we? So we want an artillery wagon. And then we want to put the locomotive back on front. Then we need a chest. And put coal in it. Brilliant. Still taking coal off me, eh? Can I just put it directly into this box from my inventory? No, I can't reach. There we go. Oh, goddamn. I'm stuck. Right, okay, I'm going to make this thing ask for coal. So they just bring it all back. Even though it's very slightly outside the radius of a roboport. I'm going to lose it. Which part of Norway are you headed to, Sean? I don't know how to pronounce it. Tromsø, I think. That's connected to free. There we go. They're taking it off me to take it there now. Robots can be a pain. Right. So then, this artillery wagon, we need another requesty chest, like that. Except, you know, somewhere where we can actually access it. And then we want this to ask for to ask for shells, don't we? But there's... Oi. Come back. Thank you. So we also need to put one on here as well. Which is going to be difficult. I mean, you know, artillery on a train wagon is fun, you know. Right up the top should be nice. Yeah, is it a city area or are you doing more a nature holiday? Well, it's my pal, Cav, who most of you probably know from their streams, is going there to volunteer at a film festival. Which they did last year and greatly enjoyed. And I'm tagging along, not really all that interested in the film festival part of it, but I do really like the cold. So my plan is to go and maybe watch a few films, but mainly go and have a look at the cold. A look at it. Yes. I can't talk or control the game today. That's not a good sign, is it? I wonder what's wrong with me. So this is another requesty chest. Let's go take a look at our production. I think I set it up so that it's in some provider chests. So I'll be away next week, basically. Also, in addition to having a look at the cold, I'm planning to write the script, like finish the script off for my next vid. Okay, so we have shells and 2 chests over here. So we have one more gun wagon. Now, we're sending one out here and one out here. I guess the oil train would be the best to put the other one on. But that barely moves. The uranium train moves like... Oh, hang on, wait. This won't work, will it? Yeah, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've just thought of something. Something terrible has happened. So they're reversed at the other end, obviously, aren't they? Is that the death penalty one? It is indeed. Actually, we can ride this train down here to see what it'll look like. See, I'm going to have to move the stops forward. Except here, there's no space to do that. Because otherwise, these don't line up anymore.
Hello there.
See what I mean?
Have you seen Parasite yet?
Thank you very much, Sense7. I have not seen Parasite yet, no. But I believe it's showing at the festival. So that should be fun. I've heard good things about it. Okay, so this is Iron Mine 1. which needs to be moved up 1 train length. I think that's right. Wall. I must have wall. Apparently not. I do have some here though. Only 65 though, that's not tons. We'll just take a... This isn't going to get attacked from this angle, is it? I mean, and these can all hit there. I mean, of course it is. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course it's going to get attacked from the one angle where it's vulnerable. How did I end up with one of them? That's super weird. How did I lose a bunch of transport belts? I just took some up. That's spooky. Right, okay. Now hopefully this still works. Oh, I don't even need to scan it. Okay, so let's just flick it back. And then keep an eye on it. Didn't realize it's going to be such a pain. That means you left one orphan somewhere. It does, doesn't it? Okay, so this side's fine. Comes back, it empties its inventory. Damn. Okay, so it's 1 block higher. Which means the bottom one just needs to be moved to the top. Jesus Christ. Well, we'll just put it in the new chests we put down, eh? Okay, so then this one goes up here, right? What a mess. Right, okay. Why do I have no power down here now? Well, this is all connected on its own loop, isn't it? Oh, that's scary. Alright, so let's put the radar back down, because right after we put another thing down here, this train is going to start running away from us. Apparently not. Yeah? Aren't we nearly full? It's just, sometimes it goes a bit funny if you interrupt its automatic cycle. Should be fine. Yeah, that looks like it's working now. Oh! Oh! That's we've got 40. Okay, great. You can stop now. Shut up. Excellent. Well, we know we can mess with more of that now in future. That's a good noise, actually. Alright, so the same thing has to happen up here, doesn't it? We'll send this to the copper mine and we'll move this up by one. I like that this is just slowing down my main production trains on copper and iron in order to put a gun on it that will occasionally just aim at things and shoot a shell. Because you lot just want to see it that much. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Okay, so on this one, since there's water there, and I don't have any landfill on me, I'm going to move this one down here instead, since the train still fits in. And it's just going to take all day. There we go, we got it all. Lovely. How many stack inserters can I make? Because I should really be using stack inserters here, shouldn't I? Not enough. I actually need to move one more box down to the middle now. Did you expand significantly? Not really significantly. I'll put the fast ones in the middle one. No. Stop it. Stop doing things. Unfortunately, I have to mess with the belts around here. God damn. What am I going to do with all this copper? Just random extra copper. There we go. Fixed. I just need to move this back a bit. Probably not going to help efficiency all that much to have big windy belts around here.
Here, buy yourself a little treat on your trip. Don't spend it all in one place.
Thank you very much, Anokish2, for giving me some holiday spends. Very appreciated. There we go. Fixed. It does the same thing it did before, I think. When I saw the 4 wagons, nope. Nope, I've just awkwardly moved it down 1. There we go. So now we can switch this back. It's on automatic, but it looks like it stops reading for some reason. So, oh, hang on. Wait, the full cargo inventory. That won't work anymore because it's expecting the artillery train to be fed too. Missing a bit of belt somewhere. Fact, that is the least useful thing anyone could say. Missing a bit of belt somewhere. Alright, works this side. Except empty cargo inventory doesn't work either, because what if we're putting shells in it? Then it'll never move, will it? Alright, I'll take a look next time I'm up. Sorry to yell. It's just more complicated to put these guns on the trains than I had anticipated. Yeah, you're right. There we go. I mean, now the problem with feeding on with stacks here and fast ones here is that none of the ore's getting through to the middle. Meaning watch this. This is going to be beautiful. Everyone's going to like this. There we go. Now, technically, that is splitting it equally. A bit, you know. However, we need to, like, reprogram these trains now. So, full and empty cargo inventory no longer work. Nope. Come back. Alright, so we need item counts. So this one isn't so hard because we can just tell this to have, like, when it's got no copper ore, it leaves, right? But what's its cargo capacity? Each one of these can carry 2,000, so 6,000. I hope it's not approximate. Nice. Works. Brilliant. So each train carries 6,000 ore. Who drew the emote? Thank you, Ferk, for acting as the the Twitch bot that I should have installed weeks ago, but keep putting off. Right. Get rid of that for me. Thank you very much. So we need to do the same thing with this one, right? So at the mine, it waits until iron ore equals 6,000. Here, it waits until iron ore equals 0. Gotcha. And now that we've done that, we can tell this thing to request artillery shells. And also tell this thing to request artillery shells.
Hello there.
Thank you very much, Fatch is Dead, for the subscription there. Okay, so there we go. So this artillery wagon is now loaded, but can't hit anything. But we'll be able to hit something up here, so
Hello there.
thank you very much, Hammer Hacky, for subscribing there. Fatch is Dead was a funny name, jeez. So let's see how this works then. Oh, look at it. It's going. What did it even shoot at? Sitting over there. Right, this one can't actually hit anything else from within the radius. However, it will keep it clear for us. I think it can actually hit some things, like clip there, but it only had time to load one cannon shell before we left. So they'll keep the areas around here clear, won't they? Hang on, it's only requesting one shell per run, which is not ideal, is it? Hang on, how many do we realistically want? Say, let's say 20. We'll put this thing on manual. How many can these hold, actually? Alright. Our shells should be coming soon. I think accidentally setting it to 80 is just going to put 80 in here anyway. Okay, so they can't stack usually, but they can stack in the artillery wagon. Alright, so they won't be able to fire, wow, look at that, jeez. They won't be able to fire all that many. So I'm just going to set it to 10 each time, since they're only there for a minute or two, aren't they? Good lord. Alright, let's see what happens then. Yeah, there used to be a science pack you got from the biter nests, but they took that out. There you go, there's your big gun, everyone. Firing at stuff. Automatically. Hope you're all happy. God, what are you firing at now? Jeez. Now, it's not going to be so bad here. Because they're only ever... how cute. They're not going to use all of our shells. They're just going to shell any bases that, like, end up within range, you know. Ooh. Thank you very much, Mega Muto, for the bits and the reminder. Well, there we go. Artillery trains. I need one that goes down south somewhere. Probably the uranium train, right? But we'll save that for now. Because we don't have anything down here, really. But we're safe for now. Can I, with this, target stuff? Like, way up here now? Oh no, can they fire when they're rolling or what? Nah, look, it'll chill out like that. And then I reckon that will automatically fire once it gets up north, will it? Oh. Shells. Dang, I was hoping it would be read out. Yeah, I haven't, I don't know what the the lower minimum is for bit messages. I think it's possible to do. Hello, Rod's in the chat there. Whoa, I'm watching a stream. Yeah, welcome. It's not a particularly exciting stream. It's me struggling, as always. So we actually have enough of these to eat the whole uranium thing, don't we? And that's just the entire output of the uranium mines as well. I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't need the raw stuff for anything else, do we? Yeah, it looks like it fired when it was up there last. Well, that's good. It'll keep the area around the base clear anyway. Wow. I like not putting lights in this area. Think about firing at them as they get very angry. Bigs are still the worst that we have to face. Oh, look at the little gun symbol on. That's so cute. I mean, we could go and speed these up, but I don't think I've even seen any other uranium on the entire map. I haven't. 0 uranium. It's odd, isn't it? If we want, like, a big, massive patch of it, I guess we gotta go really far out. I guess it's not that much of a break, really. Like, it uses it when the train is about to start driving back, which is fine. God, look at all these things just delivering shells now. What the hell? How high can these stack in here? Does anyone happen to know that? Because I'm just going to be overproducing shells forever. Oh, hang on. That's good. So we can have a look at this one when it gets back. Oh. 100. Well, that's alright, isn't it? 64. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long. So one thing that's sad here is these 3 things eat absolutely all of our robot frames. So I can't make more robots. Which, you know, I'd like to have some more robots rolling around. But all of our robot machines... Whoops. God, So many problems in this factory have been caused by me accidentally right-clicking and just deleting whatever it is I'm looking at. I mean, you know, they're already most of the way to full, so we may as well just keep them fed, okay. What was I gonna do? See, the annoying thing is we need these producing all of this. What have we got there? We've got 1.4k. I'm gonna turn that off because I'd like to just make some more robots for a bit. But we will have a look at the research as well. Refined flammables. I mean, that is good. Also, this is good because we could just... I don't know how much of this stuff we have, but we could just replace all of the gun belt things with uranium rounds, couldn't we? I don't think I have enough, though, to, you know, fully pack the belt and everything. I'm gonna get this. How are we looking for power? Yeah, doing okay.
Hello there.
Oh.
General Kenobi.
Thank you very much, Paul Pecker, for subbing for 2 months and saying the next line of the movie. And thank you very much for the bits, Hammer Hacky. What was your favourite film of 2019? Probably Knives Out, I think. I enjoyed that film a lot. Now look at that. We could totally do it, couldn't we? Make those uranium rounds. Alright. So we have this nuclear reactor. We also have enough of this now. We got 52. So let's start having a little think about... I mean, we're going to have to go grab them. All this nuclear stuff is so expensive. What was the other thing we needed? These, right? Let's make a new centrifuge. Are you off? And we'll put it down and we will look at it. I'm also going to put my other artillery wagon over here. What are they all doing? Still just bringing shells around. And, oh, bricks up here, obviously. I'll have to take a break. Let's see. So, they're all doing this. They can also make nuclear fuel, which I don't understand. I don't know what that means. I'm going to ignore that for now. They can reprocess used up uranium fuel cells, which is nice. Or we can do the enrichment process, which turns the bad stuff into the good stuff, but needs to be kick-started, basically. So let's just set up a little isolated one of those for now. Like, what if we just shove all of this and our good stuff in there? And we tell this to do the Cobra X thing. Nuclear fuel's the best thing to run vehicles on if you want to make it. I guess that's more important on really spread out maps where trains have to go a very long time, maybe. Now if we do this as well, this will just feed itself infinitely, but change all the bad stuff into good stuff, right? Thank you very much, robot. This has been an endless source of frustration for me, this. And we can do this until we have more of it, right? It takes a long time to make an extra one of these. Yeah, and now it's got 13 in it. And it'll just do that infinitely. And just have one more of these each time. And like 3 less of this each time. It's like an interesting challenge, isn't it? So you do this until you've got enough to run another one of these, and then it just spirals and you end up with shitloads of it. I guess is that the plan? I kind of want this, but you need 25 speed module 2s and 25 efficiency module 2s, and that would take me very long to handcraft because I don't have a machine that can do it. So the green stuff is uranium. It is, and I've been used to playing Satisfactory, which you need to be very careful around the nuclear stuff because it emits radiation, so you need a radiation suit or put the nuclear plant far away from the rest of your stuff so it's not constantly poisoning you. But in this it's like, yeah, whatever. Pick up a bunch of uranium. Fill your pants with it. It's fine. Okay, so 14. I'm going to watch this one. I want to be exactly sure what's happening here. And 15. Fair enough. I'm going to create 2 of these. I'm going to put those speed module 2s into this because I'd like this to go faster, and it's okay as long as we're not shoving speed modules into absolutely all of our machines or anything. The uranium's clumping up at the end of the belt for centrifuges. It's not bad. Is it? It's all getting used, I think. By the time this comes down. You can also use productivity modules in these to get more uranium out of them. Yeah, I guess you could. I'm going to go with speed for now, since I happen to already have some of those. Tiny little sand patch there. Nearly done. They take so long to craft. There we go. Now it's going 60% faster, I believe. And we can also keep on shoving this in, right? 23. Oh, worker robot cargo size is done. That's nice. Yeah, they'll be going. Wow, flying speed is infinite. What the hell? Yeah, look, it all gets used. I can't be bothered moving the belt. You can research it infinitely many times. Yeah, I get that part. I just... How quick will they fly in the end? The cargo size is really good because it means one robot can transport multiple things. Logistics robot. 1 plus 3, so they can each carry 4 things each now, which is lovely. So instead of 4 flights, now there'll just be 1 flight. $25. Hey, this is coming along nice, isn't it? We're gonna need more storage for this stuff. Can we go like... I'm gonna practice something. I didn't even really need to do that. I'm gonna designate all these for this stuff. I like it when they get nearly to you and then give up and go away. This is probably a bad idea. Look at them go. Wow. Beautiful. Not so sure that was a good idea. So, passive ones put stuff on the network if it's asked for it, but active ones will actively force their stuff onto the network. That's the difference. Whoops. Okay, I deleted something again. Nah, don't want to make that many. But I do have enough to make 100 of these. Because you can never have enough robots. Why are you throwing uranium everywhere? I was seeing what it would be like to make storage for it. I'm going to change these back to passives now. Yes. Kind of makes the robots take up a lot of power if you have them transport everything. How's the artillery train doing? Good. It looks like there is a... Can I, like, target stuff even when I'm all the way over here? What if we put a shell right in the middle of that one? Now, I think what will happen here is when this drives back into range, it will just shoot a shell off. So let's try and see that if we can. That's 1,000 for that, though. I'm starting to run out of stuff I actually care about here. What else do we need? Productivity module 3. Braking force is good and cheap. Yeah, faster trains, it's alright. $31 plus 1, great. So this will set off soon. Well, in like a minute anyway. What am I going to forget to take on my trip? I got my passport. I got my train and plane tickets on my phone. I have the extra battery that I can charge my phone with, just in case it dies for whatever reason. I've got my toothbrush. I'm going to take a pair of walkie shoes that are non-slip, because I understand it's very icy. What the fuck's happening here? Hey! Oi! You were supposed to... I guess it just doesn't do it if none of them's in range for that long, right? Right. Nemesis Island. It's getting cleared again. I hate that they keep... settling this little island and attacking me from it. What sorts of plugs there if they're in Norway? That's one thing. I don't have any... I don't think I have... Oh shit, what's going on? Oh, the oil got attacked. Hey, those flamethrower turrets work though, right? Damn, they've settled way too close there. Thank you for the bits, Megamuto. I will indeed enjoy looking at cold. I think we can hit this. Yeah. please don't forget clean undies. Well, yeah, clothes I'm not so worried about. Now the problem with the flamethrower turrets is they absolutely melt anything they touch. But they can't hit stuff on the run. Wow, that's a huge base. Look at the size of that base. It's unbelievable. I'm expecting to see bigger ones soon. Because the waves are now mostly big ones, aren't they? Which is concerning. God damn. $46. Is that enough to start another one? I think it might be. This is one of the most organized factories. Seriously, mine's a mess, I think. Nah, it'd have to be on its own particular loop, wouldn't it? Oh, we got productivity module. That's nice. So I think this will keep running even if we... tell this to do this. Thank you very much for the bits. Taya? Forborg, I'm going to go with. I'm very glad to have given you the itch. I assume you mean to play Factorio. I'm glad. I want to see what other people's Factorio bases look like if this is neat. I've never seen anyone actually... I don't really need more logistics slots. Let's have the lasers fire faster. I've got 1,000 more golds. Oh, feck, I answered in the affirmative. just going to make 2 regular speed runs for this. So I guess you just do this for a while. Again, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Can I make another one of these and then have a look at what else it can do? Oh, I think I might need one of these as well. There. So iron plates. 1 of those and 20 of those. And it makes 10 uranium fuel cells. Oh, we're going to be sorted here. The difficulty with this is going to be automating it. What's a ribbon map? Ugh. Infinite width, low maximum height. Oh, so you have to do everything along one. That's weird. I mean, in order to ensure that these still keep feeding themselves, but also output their extra 235. We're going to need to do some circuit network stuff, isn't it? The smallest one's the size of a rocket silo, 9 tiles high. That would be impossible, surely. We got 19, you know, beyond doing it automatically. Because if we just set a filter to take it out of this, it would never start, would it? Who knows? Let's test. Okay, so we're going to tell this to filter out the good stuff and put it in a box. Will it just take the extra one out each time? Channel points is a bizarre feature. It is, indeed. No, see, as it's being loaded, this takes too much out. How is this a hiatus stream? It's early, and I've changed my background pic to a little message saying that I'm on hiatus until Wednesday the 22nd. So this will be the last stream until probably Wednesday the 22nd. Yeah. So, how do we filter out just the extra one. I'm gonna have a play with circuit network stuff. We can't connect that to a wire. Well, okay. Kind of just waiting for someone to tell me a good way to do this, other than automatically like, just come back and grab the extras every now and then. Your little man is real quick now. Yeah, I got some exoskeletons. Multiples, oddly. We could have even more if we, Ooh, I can shove some more logistics robots on there. There's not all that much they have to do. Like, you can see 1 or 2 robots flying around, but there's not big, horrible lines of them flying about all over the place. You know, they just transport some stuff to some places. I think I've been pretty good with the logistics things. They're only transporting stuff that takes a long time to make, or like taking steel up top. As long as you don't give them too many jobs. Like, all I can think of is feed it onto a belt that loops through a buffer chest. So we just have a loop of them running around. I mean, that would be one way to automate it, right? 27 and 4 and 6. Oh, we're close to having another one. Yeah, okay. Once we've got enough, like, we're nearly there, in fact, then I'll set up a proper little looping system. One more. Alright, come here, you. Just picking nuclear rocks up off the floor seems like a really bad idea. Oh, my inventory is full. Get rid of that. We'll move that as well. Where should we do this? Let's just do it down here. So we want something that can be expanded. Still thinking about this. Oh. Research complete. Oh, we can research rocket silo now, which allows us to make space science packs, which looks like it mainly is used to research stuff infinitely. From them, receiving scientific data used to produce space science packs. Atomic bomb. Not going to research anything else right now. This doesn't work. I think I know what I'm doing. I definitely don't. Alright, what do I need? Gear wheels. So, my next vid's probably going to be... meaning to talk about this. The death penalty one. But I'm thinking about another one later on. And I'm not so sure. But I'm thinking about doing one which is... about masculinity. And particularly the sort of very dodgy, I guess to be nice to them you'd say self-help channels on YouTube, and some of the like the horrible like 4chan memes about being depressed and lonely, and you know they're always fucking really racist. Hang on, this isn't going to work, is it? We need to clear this off this belt. It's not too difficult here. I think we just have to move one. Oops. Right, so this will be looping through the machines, really, won't it? And then right. Now, obviously, they're probably going to split it so that none of them start, but then I'll just put them all in one. Although if we have enough to run free, they should start. Yeah, there we go. Let me ask this to ask for this, so that's always got those. I don't even like having this in my inventory for some reason. Let's just put it there. So what on earth happened to the rest of our stuff? We had enough to run 3 of these, so I've only got enough to run 1 now. What happened there? Oh, is it because I interrupted it? Is that right? Damn, that means I just wasted like an hour's worth of this thing running, didn't I? Fuck. That's annoying. Ugh. Well, that sucks. It does suck. I picked them up when they were running, assuming that it would be giving me the stuff back. But it didn't. Well, that put us back very far. Rip me. However, this will actually work. It's good to know. So I can put in a bunch more of these, and then this system ain't pretty. But it will run, and it will eventually, like, produce enough to overflow. It'll just take a very long time. Are you just planning on running 1 reactor by itself? Probably, yeah. I mean, is this, like, way overkill or something? Like, am I already producing enough to fuel 1 reactor fully? This can just have both of the faster ones for now. Like, how many of these do you need? I guess one enriched one takes... it produces 10 fuel cells, doesn't it? One of those runs the reactor for 100 minutes. Oh. Well, I feel like a fool now. I'm still going to put this in, because I've made it now, and it would be annoying not to continue with it. So steel, advanced circuits, I need to get more of, and concrete. How are we looking for circuits down here? I guess not good, right? Oh, I put a chest in down here, didn't I? The only thing that really requires large-scale 235 production are atomic bombs. So what you're saying is I will definitely need this. You really slowed down on what's filled up or has run out. Something or other, right? Well, I'm not above this. Just to get things rolling again. Four reactors stacked together make about 480. And I'm using... Holy shit. My max output is 100? Jeez. So I'd more than quadruple my power if I did that, would I? Future-proofing. I guess so. There we go. This is all I'm going to do. I need a bunch of these. I guess as I do other things, this will kind of just go on in the background, won't it? That's ugly. But it works. Damn, I could have just used the robots to build all that, couldn't I? I realised as I finished it. Reactors get better if they've got reactors next to them. I guess I could do 4. So now this should take every single one of them except the last one. And then this will only ever have an extra one in it. and then this will count up to 40, and then that will start doing it, and so on and so forth. This will be kept fed by this, and if we want to speed this up, we can just occasionally pop this into there. Ooh. Crivens. I'm starting to feel like the need for just... Didn't I set up automatic lasers somewhere? I did. Let me just do that. Because I'm getting the feeling that we're going to just have to put in a second wall of lasers around everything. I don't really need to babysit this anymore, do I? It's a shame I wasted like 80 of it. Given that that's like an hour's worth of production. So I'll start again eventually. Fuck it. Grumble. So we're going to be spending some resources making more laser turrets. I'm going to take this 56 up top now. So how does nuclear work here? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I've ever done it myself. I don't know if I'll have enough room for it there either. Although if I'm gonna be producing as much power as people say I'm gonna be producing, I can get rid of all those solar panels on the left. Right. So, laser turrets. And then in the problem spots. Well, mainly the corners are going to be the issues. And then the other place it gets hit is up top here, isn't it? There we go, I'm feeling safer about that already. The aggregate answer is bits to build more factory with. Pretty much, yeah. There is an end goal. The end goal is to make a space rocket with which, in my head canon, I am escaping this world, so I no longer impact the environment. We're also probably not going to need this little extra battery here, are we? If, we're assuming that we're going to just be outputting power. And it's not going to be dependent upon daylight either, so there's no more... Wow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all this power. Put way more laser turrets everywhere, probably. So this should kick on now. In a couple of seconds. There we go. So we're still using a fair amount of the accumulator charge. Even though I put those productivity modules everywhere. That's a thing, actually. Once we've got this set up, we could technically take out all the productivity modules and we could put in the ones that... Wait, Hank, what have they actually got in them right now? What are these? We could take out the efficiency ones and put in the productivity ones, which makes extra stuff, right? I mean, I'm thinking about keeping all this. I'm not going to strip out all the accumulators and all the things. Like, I'm never going to need them again. I probably will get rid of this, though, just to put the nucleus somewhere. Yes. Ah, it's slow going. It'll sort of, you know, once it's sped up enough. Like, 2 of them will produce 40 for the next one quicker, and then those 3 will fill this one up, and then it'll just spiral. Is the hope, anyway. If he keeps the solar panels, it will work just like beefed up steam boilers. Yeah, I guess you... doesn't it need some smart circuits? Does it? I mean, this is the limit to my ability up here, is making them turn on when the accumulator starts running out of juice. Also, problem is that if we sort of go all in on uranium and then we run out of uranium here, we've got 1 million left. We kind of need to ensure a supply of it, don't we? You can make it automatic by putting storage tanks between the heat exchangers and turbines. Adding more fuel when the tanks start reach a certain threshold of emptiness. Unless you start guzzling power like a glutton. Well, that does sound like me. I'm happy with this little expandable self sort of replicating system for this I came up with. That was pretty good on the fly, right? Oh, we got another shiny rock. I should stop watching that. Like, there's nothing I'm doing there to help. didn't bring any water up. That's not good. I'm going to be back in 1 sec, folks. I'm just going to go and... I'm going to go to fill my water bottle up. I'll stand on this belt for you so you can get excited about travelling through the factory. Hey, I'll be back in a tick. Oh, hello, folks. I've returned. What am I gonna do? I'm streaming right now, but I'm also running through like a mental checklist of okay, what am I gonna forget for later? I got my flight there and back. Did I get a flight back? I did, yeah, I booked a flight back. And I have my train ticket for later on. So like 9 o'clock. Gets me into London about midnight. The flight's not till 6 a.m. I need to take a train to Gatwick. And then sit in the lounge playing Switch for 6 hours. Remember to take my Switch, obviously. Might see if there's any new games I could pick up on the way through town, actually. A new game to play on Switch, eh? Got my extra Switch charger, which people keep warning me can brick them, but, you know, I used it when I was in Japan and it worked okay. Have you played Hollow Knight? I haven't, no. I envy people who ride trains places. There's one train that goes to Dallas. Well, the problem with building trains in America is if that you build trains everywhere, then people stop buying cars. We need people to buy cars. Even though trains are objectively better ways of getting around. And reduce traffic and pollution. And better for the environment. But people don't buy cars if there's trains everywhere. I could earmark out this bit for extra iron production, which we need. And then this bit for nuclear stuff, which I don't actually know how much space that takes. That scared me there. Or if we put everything in walking distance. I was amazed, right? I lived with, I had an American roommate in university. And then she moved to like fairly close to me, but like over in Birkenhead, like across the water. And she would commute every day to work to Manchester, which would require getting the train into the centre of Liverpool, swapping to a train to Manchester, getting off, going to work, and then going home. And it was like 2 hours every day. It was unbelievable. Like, you know, you're adding between 3 to 4 hours of travel time onto the work day. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way I worked that far away. But, you know, she was used to American distances where that's just like, she's probably just happy that she didn't have to drive it. Hey, look, we got 2 on the go. 2 are going. That's it. We've got it now. Fix those conveyors in the Spicy Rock area. What Spicy Rock area? I guess to save robots doing the job later, we'll just fill this up with more rocks. I went to Liverpool in December. It's nice. Ah. It's alright. You're my favourite YouTuber called Sean from Britain. Well, thank you very much, the free pie. That's all I've ever wanted. Hang on, some got past. That's not right. Because now that's not going. We had 2 of them on before. Ah, right. Shit. It's not going to run automatically. Shit. Alright, folks, you're going to have to help me here. How do I have each one of these input only 40 and then stop? That's what I want it to do. I mean, obviously, it's not a problem once we've got so much that they're all running. But until then, I will have to babysit this thing and make sure it keeps running, which isn't what I want to do. What else do I need for these? Oh, whoops, I didn't even want to press that. That'll do. You have to put chests everywhere and have it only pull the 41st one out. There's no way to do it easily, just let them fill up. But right now, look, like this one's got 5, so... And this one's got 1. Some of them are just sneaking through. And that's got 10 extras it doesn't need. Slower belt. With a slower belt, this one would be able to grab even more off, is the problem. The buffer internally is 80. Yeah, so not only do these have to fill up, they then have to fill up to 80. I mean, if I leave this, it will do it. It will just do it slowly, is the thing, because this one will have to fill to double until it's running constantly. We just need enough of this crap for it to run all of these all the time, which means having... How many of these do I have even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's annoying not having 10 of them. You know. But what, we need 360 of it then, I would suppose. I mean, because, you know, me standing here doing this for 2 hours would work as well. It'd be easier to just forget about it for a few hours. It's true. It is true. Like, I wish there was a way to have these not pick up if it was in operation, but the only way is to have it not pick up if it hits its internal buffer. It's just, you know, being very greedy. Try this. Okay. 0ENRNWO1UOZAQ. It's a blueprint string. How does that work? I can't input that. Someone, not accusing you of anything, Midnight here, but someone could write a rude word. Could they not? In transport belts and make it show up on stream. So I'm not going to click that. No offense. 41. Once we've got 3 of them running at once, then this one will fill up to 80 and we can leave it and then it'll be fine. It will run constantly and the next 2 will be producing enough for us to not worry about it. So I'll do that. Once we've got 3, we're happy. Oh, hello, robots. Try this. Let's catwalk across the keyboard. When I was lying under this desk the other day, not because I'm like, you know, I can't handle the world or anything. I was putting it together. So I was lying under it and screwing a screw into the, you know, a hole. Jeez. Kind of went all over the place, that. So, yeah, and I had my phone under there with a light on. And for some reason it was touching my computer case. And it touching my computer case was like causing it to input like random keys. And it opened Twitter and clicked on a paid promotional tweet and hit reply and just typed gibberish, like just a big string of gibberish, but it didn't hit enter to send it. And I was like, geez, that would be funny if I just started responding to promotional tweets on Twitter with just long strings of utter gibberish. I don't know what it was doing. Is it free? Really only got 22 extras. That is rubbish.
Sean liked porn on main and that's come out with excuses. Did not. I didn't. No offense to people who do, but I don't understand people who are browsing Twitter for pornography. It's very odd. Hang on, these are never going to output. This, are they? Did they just have an internal buffer of that and they just never output it? Because then this second belt here isn't even necessary, is it? Nor are the filter inserters or anything. Oh no, they do still output. Thank God. Tumblr's dead, you gotta browse somewhere. Why would you use Twitter for anything? I like Twitter. I realise it's not a popular opinion, really. But yeah, I like a good doing a tweet. It makes me laugh. This can be closer together. All my mental energy today is going on trying to make a checklist of stuff. I mean, I guess we can also start creating this reactor system, can't we? So what do I need for 3 more reactors then? It's probably a lot of stuff, right? So we need 1500 advanced circuits. That's going to be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. So we kind of need to stop burning those. Although, we're doing alright here. We can get 200 more out of there. So now we need 300. They're not using them anymore. Alright, well that's enough to make 3 for now. And we just need tons and tons of copper plates. Like, boatloads of it. 1500 concrete. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a whole bunch of steel, which I hope we have. Oh shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus Christ, these are very hungry, aren't they? So 300 more advanced circuits. That is what we need. Can I just steal them from like anywhere? Doing plate theft from his poor machines. I am indeed. Sorry, machines. I need them. What can I say? They'll thank me for it later. Alright, we still need 170. Like, my Twitter is annoying as well because I follow a bunch of complete shitheads. There we go, we got it. Like, I follow PragerU and, like... I mean, that's enough to ruin your Twitter experience right there. But, yeah, I follow PragerU. I follow, like, Richard Spencer and so on. Just to see what they're up to. Keep an eye on them and that. Because it's useful in my line of work to, like, know their arguments and know how they interact with people and so on. What's that coming here? Oh yeah, because I've got these. We picked this up as well. So, you're telling me if we put these together like this... Oh look, they like link together. Isn't that cute? So output, and then they've got a plus neighbor bonus, I see. Right, so they like will feed each other as well. They look fairly neat. Why not a separate account to keep track? Nah, I'd never log into it. Oh, we're getting so close to having another one on. Only 3 more. I'm going to stop worrying about this thing. You still need to give each one fuel. Yeah. Can we just have robots handle that for us? Like, I'll make the fuel up here as well. Just split off some iron here to make the containers. Where are you going to build it? Oh, up here, I was hoping. I'm not actually sure on the space requirements. We also need these, don't we? Let's just see how big these are. What's this whole uranium setup? Well, from down here, holy shit, they've built a base like right across from the wall. That's not good. We transport sulfuric acid down here to mine it. Up it comes up in this train. It drops it off here. These things process it into 2 different things. It's got like a 99% chance of making this and a 0.7% chance of making this. These things process the non-glowy ones into glowy ones very slowly. They take 40 glowy ones it's 4. That's it, we got 3 of them on the go now. Wonderful. So we're back to where we were before I accidentally destroyed them. Great. And then they produce, out of 40 glowy ones and some of the dull ones, they make 41 glowy ones. Yeah. We make the spicy rocks more spicy. Exactly. And I'm hoping to build up a big load of that. Then, how do you even make this? So I guess we could start. Well, I don't really want to start yet until we've filled up over there. This. So, with 1 very hot rock and 19 regularly hot rocks and 10 iron plates, we make 10 uranium fuel cells. And then we feed them into this, I assume. Yes, we do. And then they output steam, I guess? And then these are the steam turbines. And these are the heat exchangers. So it's pretty similar to that setup, is it? Uh-oh. Some things are being destroyed. Oh shit, I gotta get down there. They've destroyed pipes. That means there's holes in the flamethrower wall. Okay. Should have grabbed some more walls, but I panicked. Right, while I'm going past, let me just... beef this wall up a little. So we don't have to worry about that, hopefully. I've been neglecting the oil one because it barely ever gets attacked. Here we go. So we'll give it pipes so it can replace the pipes. And we will also mix in some laser turrets. To hopefully, because I didn't realize the flamethrowers just couldn't hit stuff until it's close. Like, they'll still help, but... There we go. We shouldn't have to worry about this anymore. Wonderful. I think we're safe there. Ah. Once you gave each base a logistics train port that would contain every part it might need. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I mean, if everyone hadn't bullied me into we got a while to run back. Making gun trains instead. I mean, personally, I think logistics trains are, they're more fun. You could put walls on it, and laser turrets, and pipes, and things, conveyor belts. Doesn't that sound much more interesting and fun than a big gun? I think you should finally launch the rocket. So I haven't even started making the rocket. I've just been spinning plates for like the last 10 hours. See, if I don't watch this, we're back to just one of them running until it fills up its internal buffer of 80. Starts letting stuff through. Big gun train, choo choo, bang bang. Yes, exactly. Making the rocket parts uses up a lot of juice. Yeah, this is future-proofing what I'm doing here. Hopefully, this will produce enough of the nice rocks. To fuel these 4 reactors. I'm hoping that's true anyway. That one got within an inch of me and then gave up. Like, nope, that's it, that's me. I mean, we're filling up the next one fast, like with 3 of them running. Like we're most of the way there already. I like the nuclear artillery mod better. Holy shit, what do you do with nukes even? How do you launch them? You don't just fire it like a missile, do you? Yeah, we got 22 extras now. Nukes shoot from the handheld rocket launcher. What? But that feels like a thing you should build a silo for, and then you launch at an area on the map with a remote, like the artillery, right? Jeez. I mean, that feels like what should happen to me anyway. It's like the Davy Crockett nuke launcher. Right. I mean, but aren't you in danger of killing yourself with it? Why wouldn't you just use the... I mean, the artillery cannon has a much larger range and can destroy bases fairly simply once you've set up an automated way to create shells for it. This game has artillery? Yes, it does. I've even put artillery cannons on my trains. You have a look at that. There you go. Which is a cool model. And I can also make them attack things with my artillery remote. And I'm not going to click there accidentally. Anything within any of these circles. So I can click there. And one of my gun trains that's in range will fire at it. Like, that's just so much more powerful than a nuke. I mean, I can see a nuke taking out a whole base. But this you can do from behind the comfort of the walls. right? Like, there you go, that's a base gone. And it's really far. It makes them very angry, though. Oh. They got shot off. Hee. Shelling my home would make me very angry, so yeah, it's understandable. I mean, I get where they're coming from. If I stop looking at this for a second, it's back to just filling up this first one. Which we should just encourage now, I think. Ugh. We just want to keep, like, at least 3 of them rolling. And all sped up 60% as well. Which means they will be eating a lot of power. But we're alright, I think. The artillery shells give you line of sight so you can use them to scout the map. That's ludicrous as well. Because you should be able to fire like a scout that doesn't explode on impact. I would be okay with that. If only we could limit the inventory size of these things. Just let me limit it. Let me limit it to 40. Such a pain having it be 80. I gotta do all this crap. I think you can with the red wire. I didn't think I could hook red wires up to these machines. Nah. I'd have to do it with chests and it'd be a big annoying system. You know, for something that you know will work just very slowly. I'm just kind of helping it along a little. What if this just burns? Right. Through all of that uranium down there, though. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? Well, that'll grab the extra one, which actually needs to go to there. And look, we've got 4 on. Wonderful. So what if that burns through all of this? We've got 1 million uranium. A solid wall of laser turrets is... Nothing's getting past that, is it? Can we actually... Okay, the next energy weapons damage is just infinite. Let's research this. So we're relying heavily on laser turrets now. What are you making with this row? These glowy rocks. we've got a million, right? I don't know how long a million is. A million enough? Probably enough, right? There we go. Now that's on with that filled. Annoyingly. Fuck, I'm going to stop looking at it. I'll just stand there hypnotized by it all day. 1 million uranium can fuel a single reactor for about 7,000 hours, if my math is right. Will that be long enough? Probably, right? I should stop worrying about it, shouldn't I? Even if we burn through it all, we'll have stockpiled so much fuel that it could run for days, is the hopes. I don't think you're going to play this safe for 7,000 hours. But what if I want to do hundreds of streams of it? Okay, so what was I messing with before I panicked? Okay, so this just takes in steam. Consume steam. Can you run these off them? Do they just not produce enough steam? Or what? Generate steam 200 of 200. You can, but not at peak power. Alright, so just burning fuel isn't good enough, isn't like hot enough or something? I see. You know that you need about 130 turbines. Yeah, that's no problem. We can make those. Let's see. How do you make them again? Alright. It takes a lot of pipes and copper plates. Unfortunately, pipes aren't actually on the network anywhere, which they should be. So we need to make that. Let's just make a provider chest for pipes. Just in case we ever need some pipes, we can just grab some like that. I don't even think copper's anywhere on the network, is it? Can I ask this to bring me copper? I must have put random... I guess I didn't. Well, we'll fill a chest with copper as well. Steam turbines are designed for... If you stream this save for 7,000 hours, you'll run out of viewers before you run out of fuel. I thought me streaming a whole Factorio playthrough would make my viewership go down, but I've stayed over 100 the whole time, which I'm going to blame on you lot more than me. I guess that's just what people want to see. Alright, so we've got... It'll take a while to, you know, stockpile a bunch of this, but... $130. Didn't look like there was much spare room. Yeah, the oh hey, I did put copper on the network, look. But I limited it to that for some reason. I mean, you know, why not have multiples, eh? might have to automate production of these. What I'm going to do is strip out these solar panels, you know, given that nuclear power probably makes more. And then it's pipes, isn't it? Pipes are going to be the problem. Handcrafting all these pipes. Wow, the floor streamed through weird. Like, particularly the stone brick floor on the left there looks weird on my OBS preview. So they're not too bad to make. Only stacked to 10. You can't run heat pipes under rails. Well, I'm going to move this whole thing over here. And then I'm just going to fly the fuel over with robots. Like, this isn't where this is going. I was just looking at it. I'm going to put it up here. So how many would these stack to then? Ah, well. Not too bothered. This is all going to be a problem for future Sean, unfortunately. Future Sean, who has been off for a week and thus will not remember at all what I was doing. So that's going to be fun. How many heat exchangers will I need to do that many? I might just do 100 steam turbines. It'll be inefficient, but you know. When you do nuclear energy wrong and make stuff explode. That was my favorite part of the old Minecraft mods. You could just mess it up. There we go. So now 2 stay on. It's got to count up to 80 for the next one as well. Whatever, it's not too shabby, is it? There's no meltdowns in this. Doing it wrong just ends up wasting power. Yeah. Maybe Future Sean will be playing another game. No, Future Sean will definitely finish this, and also definitely finish Death Stranding. I need to remind Future Sean not to put the nucleus heads up here. The problem with Death Stranding is that it's just, you know, the holidays and everything. It requires a lot of spoons to handle that many cutscenes. I'm just not there. Laser turret shooting speed. Does this stack? Or what? Why we click this one? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah. .5 plus 3.3. Yeah, I think so. We're not going to need that many turrets, are we? I realise like all we've done today is stare at this green glow, but I don't care. I never said I had to be entertaining. No, I never promised entertainment. I've been replaying Sekiro instead because it's chill. Sekiro is really... I've been replaying Bloodborne on and off lately. And I do prefer Sekiro, but I've never actually beaten Bloodborne, so I may as well. It's just so depressing. Like, if you leave it by itself, it's so inefficient. I'm poking at New Game Plus. Have you played Darkest Dungeon? I have, and that was too stressful for me. Look at that. We could have 5 on, or we could have occasionally 2 on. Is this a mod? This is not mod. They have added nuclear power. I'm too scared to strip these out and start playing around with setups until I'm sure it's definitely just about to happen, you know. We really need to put a gun on that uranium train, don't we? Except we kind of want it to be on the back end here, which would mean it'd have to be on the front end here. Hey, that's doable. Let's go put a gun on the uranium train. Which annoyingly kind of needs to be situated correctly here. Train stop. See, now neither of these look like... What's going on with that? You get one or the other. Just change the name of the station, that's easier. Now we have it just go there, but stop. No, fuck. We need to strip these up. It's kind of a waste of fuel, but whatever. What are you gonna do? So then we want to put on the artillery wagon. then this, and hope that that connects to it. If not, we'll have to just do some shoving of things around, and then the other train. Right. I don't think this is gonna fully work. Let's go and get some uranium so we can test and see if it works. I've been watching Casey play Sekiro when we're not streaming at the same time. It's so fun to watch someone play through that game. I had great fun streaming it. So this end still works just fine. I mean, this train's going to be shooting all over the damn place. I hope this side's good. We should really bring down some more laser turrets, because that is... Oh no, it's not unless I manually target it. It's just going to clear out this base and make sure nothing comes back. So that's okay. I'm happy with that. Alright, so we're rolling. Now, unfortunately, this fluid wagon doesn't look like it's aligned anymore, so we'll have to do that. We haven't had one train crash, which I'm so happy about. Oh no, it still works. And then we just gotta move one of these stack inserters. And this pipe. Oi, come back. Ah, well, they'll be back soon, won't it? Stack inserter, and then we have to move this over by one. It's very annoying. Like that. And we turn this off, and this one there. Or fast one there. Have the stuff come up there instead. Beautiful. So now we do a request a chest, which is here. And we tell this to ask for, like, say, 20 artillery shells. Here. And here come the shells. And let's see what it does when it goes down the other end. This one, because it's only got to fill one wagon, it doesn't stop for very long, so I don't even think it'd get enough shots off to clear out one base. It's just going to anger some of the biters. automated base destruction we've got now. One artillery shell for a worm's pretty rubbish, but they're all gonna run at the wall now. What else are you firing at? Ah, some worms over there. Can't hit anything else, right? Just put one in the middle of them. In your own time, have you run out of... You have not run out of ammo. Get him! Now we're about to start moving. Oh well. That's enough of them. Oh, I guess a different one fired that shell, didn't it? Yeah, that's probably in the range of multiple ones. I've got one stationary one over here as well. I'm feeling a little better defended. Particularly with like this. So that's one that goes down south now too. Alright, how much extra are we working with? That's enough to get another one of these running. Or, you know, near enough. Like, I don't know. Sekiro's focus on one particular, like, weapon set just made it feel like a lot tighter, and like there are times when I'm playing Bloodborne where I'm like, I feel like the game fucked up, and that's not good when it's so easy to die. But I never really felt like that much during Sekiro. It was always like I made a mistake and that killed me. Looks like nuclear power is going to be a future Sean issue then. That's fine. We need, what, 100 of those steam turbines? I'll need to look up the how many heat exchangers that will take as well. Once we've got that though, we're basically sorted. We can start making the rocket. Time is it 4? Oh, I need to go pack. I hate packing. I always forget something. If I've got my wallet, my phone and my passport, I'm basically alright though. Right? We saving up robots. We are. Actually, let's save up some more robots. Or just completely fill it with robots. and then we're more likely to have some left over later, aren't we? I always overpack for trips. I'm going to take my waterproof coat, even though it's ugly. My nice coat isn't waterproof, so that's unfortunate. I'm going to take my waterproof shoes, even though they're ugly. Some long thermal underwear to go under my jeans. Get the nice coat, but take an umbrella. Nah, I'm not going to look nice. Cav asked me incredulously, why would you want to take more than one pair of shoes? Like that's a mad thing to think about. But, what if I want to go to like a nice restaurant or something? I can't go in a big hikey snow boots, can I? I guess so. I guess I can. I mean, I need to think about getting everything. I'm just going to take one carry-on bag, but I'm away for a week. Which isn't so bad. Just socks, underwear, changes of shirt. Oh, I'm going to take vests as well, because I'm going to dress in layers. And then a jumper, and then my coat over it. I have a hat. I have gloves. Fragging Harry has multiple pairs of shoes. I have like running shoes, walkie boots, and then a nice pair of shoes in black and a nice pair of shoes in brown for weddings and funerals. And a pair of slippers. And that's it. And I put most wear and tear on the slippers. You taking a camera? Only the one on my phone. I only have just a beanie hat. I wanted to get a fancy hat with flaps on the sides for my ears, but, we'll see. I have a pair of formal shoes and a pair of ratty old trainers. Get some long johns to wear under your clothes. Yeah, I've got some long underwear I'm going to wear under my jeans. Oh, I'm going to be so warm, I am. That's all I really need in terms of clothes, though. Then I have to take my laptop and some books. Uh-oh. It's being damaged. That's not good. What is being damaged? Oh, we're sorted, though. Now we've put the lasers in, too. Look at that. Lasers kill them. Flamethrowers just burn the corpses. Wonderful. Charger cables, don't forget this. Yeah, and I've got a power pack thing that can be used to charge either my Switch or my phone. Ooh, I need to put my laptop on charge, actually. I'll do that right after the stream so that it's ready when I go. I bought 3 books about the death penalty, like, because I think, well, you know, I have enough patrons now. I need to put effort in when I write videos and actually read about the stuff. And they came, and combined they're like 200 pages. It's like ridiculously thin. I could read them in like a half hour if I wanted to. And online, I'm struggling to find. I'm gonna make this part of the video in how it's so difficult to find convincing arguments for the death penalty, yet it's something that maintains like widespread support. Like even in certain countries that don't have it. Like even I found Jordan Peterson talking about the death penalty, and he says that he thinks certain things do warrant the death penalty, but that he doesn't want to trust the government with that much power, which is what you see a lot of right wingers and conservatives saying. They're like, you know, we should kill murderers and rapists and whoever else, but I don't trust the government to do it. And it's rare to find an honest to God, we should kill people, like death penalty advocate these days. All arguments for it are emotional. Yeah, they are. Obviously, Dennis Prager did one, which is I'm gonna like incorporate into my video as like someone actually putting forward the arguments, because I couldn't find them anywhere else. You know. So it's weird that there is like, it's just something people don't think about that much. I think for people who do support it, like I've had success in the past talking to Americans about it who support it because, you know, bad people deserve to be punished, basically. But then when you start explaining the arguments against it, they flipped. I've had like that same situation with like at least 3 or 4 different people, like IRL, where they just abandon the like defense of it immediately when they realize the arguments for it are bad. Like to defend it, you pretty quickly get to like, you have to be okay with killing innocent people. That you don't just think like certain people they've done a bad crime, they deserve to be killed for it. Like that doesn't matter really. What matters is the fact that the system is imperfect and will kill innocent people. So you have to be like okay with trading innocent lives in order to kill criminals who are already in prison. You know, so that's a really hard position to defend and a really easy position to attack. So I'm going to have fun with this one. This is me doing an easy one after the bell curve so that I don't have to, you know, not like try that hard, but I don't have to get too stressed out thinking about it, you know. Like when people are asked, do you support the death penalty? I think they assume a perfect justice system. Like theoretically, if we knew that we were definitely executing a bad one, do you think that's fair? And I think it's a lot more split on that than the are you okay trusting our justice system and government with never making a mistake? Do you plan to address the prison abolition movement in the video? Partially. It's something I haven't written it yet, obviously. I'm in the process of like structuring it now. But one of the arguments against giving the government power of life and death is that you should not also trust the government with the power to imprison. Because if they, you know, mess up, like, you know, we wouldn't trust a private individual to imprison people in a cage. So why would we trust the government? And the main difference between that and the death penalty is that it is reversible later on. You know, if you accidentally imprison someone, you can let them out. If you accidentally kill someone, you know, there's no resurrecting them. However, that does lead into questions of exactly what should we trust the government to do. So yeah, that'll probably be my next one. And then in the background, I'm thinking about talking about masculinity. And I've seen a lot of these YouTube channels where all they do is just like basically pickup artist, like MRA stuff, framed as like self help, which I don't like. And it's all about trickery and fakery, I've noticed. I'm sure other people have done videos on similar things as well. So I remember a ContraPoints one on the similar topics, but what I'd want to make is a sort of earnest sort of self-help thing in the style of those, like addressing the same things but attempting to give actual answers instead of just a bunch of bullshit. Like so many of them are about seeming to have value. They're like, how do you appeal to people? Well, you need to project that you have value. You need to make it appear as though you're a valuable person. And what I've never seen them address is the fact that you could just actually have value instead of trying to con people into thinking that you're worthwhile. You could just make yourself worthwhile, you know, instead of trying to like, I don't know. Like they treat like romance like it's a video game where if you do the right inputs, you get certain outputs, and it's just entirely the wrong way of thinking about it. There we go. We've backed up 2 of them now. That's good. It's rolling now. You could just have money. Well, that's the thing. So many of them think along those lines too. Like do they think no broke dudes are ever like entering into relationships with anyone? Like obviously all that stuff helps, but it's the like it's the mindset of like it's very defeatist. Like if you enter into that stuff immediately, you're like basically saying I am worthless, and in order to attract anyone, I'm gonna have to trick him, which is really fucked up. It's like a self-defeating philosophy. Because confidence is really hard to fake. It's easier to just be confident by way of actually having things to be confident about. You get guys who are like, so I got a hobby because people said that would let me meet women. Yeah, they need to, like, what most of these people need to do instead of trying to meet women is just try and meet people. Without, and obviously that's what leads to, like, romantic opportunities down the line, but you shouldn't be thinking about that. You should be thinking about, I need to not be, like, such a like shut in and try and go out and engage with the world. Not like if I do this, it will lead to some RPG dating mechanics down the line. Just do a video giving different bad advice and double down. Yeah. Just get drunk and ask 50 drunk women if they want to have sex. And what if one of them says yes, then there you go, you've had sex. Well done. If you think making a new friend is a failure, yeah. Like if they go into it with like, not only I'm worthless and have to trick people, but the people I'm talking to are worthless and need to be tricked. Like, and that's just fucked up. Obviously, I know. I don't know. I need to think about where I'm going, like my avenue with that one, like the backbone of it. Right now, I just want to talk about it, and I want to talk about my own insecurities as well. Like I was very lonely for like 10 years, and very very down on myself, and like things about my appearance that I hated, and so on. And I want to address all of that. Because I found one thing that helped me in the past is when people would... Let's put some of this into storage, eh? Spare the robots a job and do it ourselves. One thing that would help me was when I'd see men addressing body issues openly. Because it's something that a lot of men are afraid to talk about. There we go. But yeah, 4chan is like filled with people who think you have to look like Brad Pitt and be a millionaire in order to like get a date, which is ludicrous, obviously, because there's tons of like, not even broke, but you know, broke people, people without a huge income or a sports car, and who look really weird, who don't have trouble on the romantic front. Just normal people. Exactly, yeah. I feel like they're just internet and advertising poisoned, a lot of them. They don't interact with enough real people, and it's all just sort of pictures of people on the internet, which gives you like a distorted view of what other people look like and want. And the problem with saying just go out and exist in the world is a lot of these people being so internet poisoned are going to go out and meet people and be arseholes and find that no one likes them because they don't have any social skills because they've just been on the internet for too long. Yeah. So in addressing that, you need to, like, it's difficult because obviously you're trying to address the fact that they have low self-esteem and a lot of their problems are self-imposed. But you also don't want to be like, you are a huge shitbag, and people aren't going to like you because of you. Because that's like their worst fears coming true. It's just for different reasons than they think. It's not going to be because of their jawline or their bank balance. It's going to be because they're just deeply unpleasant to be around. And you also don't want to completely dismiss all larger reasons than like pure individualism, because of course a lot of their problems are caused by capitalism. So saying, just go to the gym and take up a hobby, like obviously that's a big undertaking for certain people for a lot of systemic reasons. So it's more of a complicated topic to talk about than you'd think initially. I think the problem with a lot of them is that they have strong sexual urges, but they've sort of been conditioned to think that any sort of socialization is unnecessary. Like, I obviously don't need anyone except me, but I am feeling urges to have sex, so. It'd be interesting to see where you go with this in the video. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's a lot of very half-formed thoughts and things right now. There's no, like, narrative to this. It's just some stuff I'm complaining about. I might make it, though. Oh, look how much extra of this we have now. Beautiful, isn't it? We've nearly got them all running. If I wanted to plate spin really hard, we'd probably fill them all up pretty fast. CGP grades How to Be Miserable video, but it gets into some of that. Ah, that's interesting. I'll have to watch that. I mostly like CGP Grey, even though I did a response video to one of his videos. But I just really don't like the monarchy. Look at all those greens. It's beautiful. It's so good. We're gonna have fuel for years. And I like how this is all just, this runs by itself, assuming that we have. I still feel like we need one of these to be an active provider chest. But, you know, robots will be flying back and forth all day in that case. Friends of mine have informed me multiple times that girls will flirt with me, and I don't know if it was just me being drunk that I didn't notice. Oh, that's happened to me a lot of times. Particularly when I had much lower self-esteem, when it was like, the idea that anyone could be interested in me was like laughable, or just like, didn't factor at all. So I missed tons of come-ons, you know. Tons of proceedings. Wow, that's a deep cut, that one. Oh, good lord. Sorry for the exceptionally gameplay boring stream today. You got gun trains, and then after that it's been staring at green rocks moving about on conveyor belts. Do you want to plan the heat exchange? I don't want to start because I'm not going to be able to finish. And if I come back and see half a nuclear setup when I'm back from Norway, I'm going to not have a clue. Do people in Norway speak English? You know, I obviously know that it's not their main language. But some European countries you go to, everyone speaks English. And some of them, not many people do. I don't know. Belgium was a weird one because, from my experience, anyway, all the Dutch people would just speak English, and the French people would almost make a point of never speaking English. I think it's one of those where everyone does. Right. Nordic countries, 80% speak somewhat good English. Yeah. I met a guy from Denmark, and I thought he was American. His accent was so, like, flawless. I asked him how long he'd been living in Denmark. Danish people have super strong American accents. Yeah. I think about what'll happen to that, like, languages in the future, because obviously they're blending and joining together, and there are certain, like, sort of ones that are gaining prominence over other ones. And assuming there's no sort of nuclear war and this continued like cultural exchange and people moving around, what'll happen in future? Will eventually everyone just speak like English or like Mandarin? I don't know. And then there'll be like one hybrid language of those two. Everyone except the French, probably, yeah. Probably. Technology will make learning a new language redundant. That's another thought, yeah. What if, like, automatic translation processes get to the point where they sort of stop mixing? Interesting. I'm sure there's some papers or books written about this I could look up. We haven't been seriously attacked in a while, have we? I guess I did put in many more laser turrets. So we're kind of alright. 400,000 stone, 500,000 coal. We've used 1 million of these. That's not good. I think at a certain point you need to start loading both sides of the train at the same time. crude oil's pretty low. But we're not using it for all that much. Just keeping the plastic rolling. It might be. How about it's just a problem that will be outpaced by technology in sort of a brain chip interface way, where you just learn every language instantly, like what Neo learned. Like you get plugged into a machine, and it taught him how to do kung fu, but you learn like, you know, how to speak Mandarin. Like, I feel like, as assuming there's no sort of huge disaster that destroys the world, that's probably closer on the timeline than all the languages blend into one language, isn't it? Even if it's, you know, like, centuries away. I think we should all just agree to just learn the one language. And all use that just to make things easier. And I think it should be the language I already happen to understand. I think it should be like an old weird one. Like one that's, you know, only got a few hundred speakers left in the world and it's mainly dead. And the entire world should just learn that. Just like everyone's going back to school for a few years and we're all going to learn this and only use it. And also everyone writes in shorthand now. Yeah. Double lasers. It's the way. Nothing's getting hurt anymore with the double lasers. The only worry would be more power draw, but I think we're fine. Just the occasional spike. Alright. We've accomplished nothing else. Apart from having some green rocks go around. We have a lot of rocks to play with now, though, is the thing. We can get the whole row running, almost, I think. Sorry to anyone seeing Factorio for the first time. Yeah, basically, this is the whole game. You stand and you watch the green rock machines send green rocks around in a circle. And that's all you do. And you do that for hours and hours. It's just one belt spinning some rocks in a big circle. English is the Borg. Yeah, I can see that. English is a mess. I have some affinity for it since I speak it. I speak English and like a tiny little bit of Japanese. I'm like so bad. What happens if there's too many green rocks? We can never have enough green rocks. We just need all these to fill with green rocks. And then this buffer chest will start filling with green rocks. And that's going to be our nuclear fuel. What are the green rock machines doing? Well, the green rock machines are using 40 of the glowy rocks and some amount of the non-glowy rocks to make 41 glowy rocks. So every go round, every operation that completes, they make an extra green rock. Basically. So they're making more green rocks out of this raw uranium. And this is what you use in nuclear fuel. They're turning dark green rocks to light green rocks. Yeah, that's it, basically. That's all they do. They're changing the color of the rocks. What if we take all the rocks? I want to see if we can actually make all of these things run at the same time. So then we've got a few hundred. No, we can't. We might have enough, but I'm not quick enough at clicking. I have the best stream chat. Everyone just talks about language and politics and cool things. This is why I wouldn't want like a steady 5,000 viewers, because you just couldn't have this. It'd be impossible. I noticed that when I was at TwitchCon in like the partner area, and everything, all the things were like how to maximize viewership, get numbers up, increase the views and clicks and throughput and everything. And I was like, I don't want to do any of this. It's like sounds like a nightmare. I just want to watch some green rock machines. Ah well, it's like it's almost completely self-sufficiently full now. Stop looking at it. Let's look at a different part of the factory for a while. At a certain point, we're going to have to strip out all of these. Now either we just strip out the guns and put laser turrets in. That's one way to do it, so we're not worrying about guns, like which are relatively underpowered on the first things there. Let's see. 5 plus 19.2 physical. And these are like much more powerful. So either we do that. I mean, once we've got the nuclear power, we can do that, can't we? We can just swap totally to lasers. Reactors eat a lot of water. Oh, I got a lake up here. Oh, I like that place name, Rods. Could never say it. That little puddle isn't going to cut it. No, I just left that there for the concrete machine. But we got this, which will have enough outputs along it to... I'll make a nice cornered section and fill it with pumps. I don't think we're even going to need any more accumulators here. I'll keep them, obviously, but... I don't even care about power. I mean, once this thing runs all the time, we'll be sorted, won't we? Like, we could keep the nuke on the whole day. And I'm not concerned about wasting power, really, because... whatever. Yeah, alright. Well, we'll leave this here, and I'll bid you all farewell for a week. Apologies about missing. Even though numerically I'll only have missed 1 or 2 streams. I'll try and catch up when I'm back. Yeah, and obviously we'll try and finish off Factorio and Death Stranding and then play something slightly more interesting, maybe. Possibly. No promises. Right. So, thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. Thanks for all the support, as always. I'm going to save. And quit. And then I'm going to go around my house, packing and making sure to turn everything off, and leaving pots and pans under the places where it's leaked in the past. There's like 4 different places where this house can leak. It's really annoying. Like, one is in this room, which has my computer in it. There will be someone here when I'm away, but not for like a day. So, if anyone's thinking of robbing me, the house is occupied. Right. Leave Twitter at home. No way, I'm taking my phone. Never going to be off it. I'm going to tweet pictures of like hills and things. Yeah. Alright. I will be gone for a bit. I will see you all next time. Oh, hang on. I'll see if I can raid anyone before I go. Is anyone online? No. No one's online. I'm going to raid games done quick. Raid games done quick. There we go. Raid Diana Jack. Diana Jack's on. I recognize that name. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Is that an advertisement? Oh my god, it's making me wait 19 seconds. Ugh. Everyone be nice on the raid. God, it made me watch a 20-second toothpaste advertisement. Alright, I'm going to hit follow and then let's raid. Okay, thanks a lot, folks. I'll see you all in a week. Bye.